how to write hard-hitting headlines for your sales letters, for your emails. How to craft that irresistible headline for your sales letter or an email. So a headline is the foundation of your sales letter or is the foundation of your email. The first thing that I check before I open or click your email, I check the headline. So if the headline sucks, I will not open the email. So the headline is the foundation of the success of your email or sales letter. So it's very important to put an enough effort or an extra effort in such a way that in order to craft your sales letter in such a way that it becomes irresistible from the reader to not continue to read the rest of what you have to say, whether in your email or in your sales letter. So that's how important is a headline. People do judge a book by its cover. People judge emails by their headlines. People judge sales letters by their headlines. If the headline is not interesting enough, I'm not reading that sales letter. I'm not opening that email. So today I'm teaching you how to write those irresistible headlines. And the good news is that you don't have to crack your skull in order to write these irresistible headlines. Why do I say that? It's because you can leverage the already existing headlines that have been proven and tested in the market to convert. So you don't have to be an inventor. You can leverage what has already been proven to be converting. Just like in newspapers, magazines, if you can collect all their magazines throughout the year and compare the headlines within those magazines, compare them with the previous year's magazines, you will discover that pretty like the same headlines. The difference is just the content. So you don't have to be an inventor. You don't have to crack your skull trying to come up with these irresistible headlines. So today I'm going to give you four headline templates that you can implement in your sales letters and in your emails. Okay, I've written them down here. Let's open them. It's evening now. I'm feeling sleepy. After this live, I'm going to sleep just to rejuvenate. Okay, here's the first headline template. Read this if you want to blank. I stole this from Franken, and Franken also stole it from somebody. So he came across, in fact it was a book. So the headline of this book read like this: read this if you want to take good pictures. So simple like that. Read this if you want to take pictures. So this headline captured Franken and motivated him to buy that book, even if he is not a photographer. He's just a copywriter, but he bought this book just because he liked the way the headline that the author used. It's so simple and straightforward, and also curiosity arousing. You see, so read this if you want to take good pictures. So the headline template is: read this if you want to blank. So read this if you want to take good pictures. If I'm a photographer, I do want to take pictures. So what will stop me from buying this book? I'll definitely buy it. Here's another example: read this if you want to get more clients. Every entrepreneur is not satisfied with the amount of clients that they have. Almost every entrepreneur wants to double, triple, even quadruple their customers that are coming into their door. You see, so I will be interested to read this article if it's an article, and will also be interested to read the book if it's a book. Another example: read this if you want to write hard hitting headlines. Every copywriter wants to write hard hitting headlines. Every YouTuber wants to write hard hitting titles. Every blogger wants to write hard hitting titles. So that's how intriguing is this headline template. So don't sleep on it, use it. The second one is the biggest mistake blank. Example, the biggest mistake that first home buyers make. So us as human beings, we are so afraid of making mistakes because making mistakes may make us look stupid in front of other people. Mistakes can cost us money. Mistakes can cost us time. Mistakes can cost us energy. And mistakes can even cost our lives. So that's why we are afraid of mistakes. So your prospects who you are targeting with this headline template, they are more likely to read the rest of what you have to say because we are human beings. We are wired we are so afraid of mistakes. So the biggest mistakes that first home buyers make. So what's the mistake that you can make when you are buying a home for your first time? You can buy the wrong house. So how will that affect you? You will lose your money. So as I've mentioned there, one of the reasons why we hate or why we hate mistakes is because mistakes can cost us money. You see, so that's why this headline template is so powerful. Another example, the biggest mistakes that photographers make when taking pictures. When you're a photographer, you are more likely to be interested in this headline. The biggest mistake that most artists make when signing contracts. Just like, if I'm not mistaken, Jay-Z, and not Jay-Z, who's this, Kanye West. Yeah. Few months back, man, it was revealed that he doesn't own the majority of his music. He doesn't own his masters. What are masters? Are the rights to music ownership. Like if I have a song, if I have a masters of it, or if let's say it's a recording label. So when you are signed under a recording label, in most cases they own your music. You don't own your music, so they are entitled to the royalties of your own music. So that's the situation that is happening to Kanye West. Or maybe they own the majority of the royalties of your music. I stand to be corrected on that point. So a lot of artists, they make mistakes when they sign contracts with recording labels, because they've been hustling so long in the streets, in such a way that when they get a record deal, they just don't care about how the contracts looks. They want to get out from the poverty that they are experiencing. So they end up skipping this important process of taking care of contracts, understanding them word by word. So the biggest mistake that most artists make when signing contracts. So that could be an interesting headline to an entertainment niche. Another headline template that you can use for your emails and I'm feeling sleepy. After this live, I'm going straight to my bed. Okay. What bracket famous brand can teach you about blank? So what open bracket famous brand close bracket can teach you about blank? Okay, let's take an example. What Apple can teach you about branding? So here I said what open bracket famous brand. So you substitute famous brand with a famous brand. For example, Apple is a famous brand. What Apple can teach you about branding? We know that Apple is one of the richest brands in the world, most famous and the richest brand. So when you talk about branding, so if Apple teaches you about branding, you are learning from the horse's mouth. You are learning from the authority. So if I write a headline and say what Apple can teach you about branding, you are more likely to click. If I know how Apple, their strategy of branding, I can write this headline: what Apple can teach you about branding. Then you are more likely to read the rest of what this sales letter has to say, or this article has to say, because Apple, they're an authority to branding. You see, so that's how you can leverage the names of the famous brands in your headlines to make them convert than they would if you didn't leverage those famous brands. Yeah. So the headline template is: what, open bracket, famous brand, close bracket, can teach you about blank. What example? What Apple can teach you about branding. Another example: what Warren Buffett can teach you about picking winning stocks. Warren Buffett is a famous brand when it comes to stocks, and he's the fourth or the fifth richest man in the world. He's rich by buying stocks and keeping them forever, or for longest time. So he's an authority when it comes to stocks, because he's the one of the richest. He's the third or the first or the second man, or maybe he's the third, second, or third richest investor. I think he's the number one richest investor. So he's an authority in this topic of picking stocks. So you're more likely to gravitate towards this email, if it's an email, if it used this title, or if it's a sales letter, article, and so on and so on. What can Gary Halbert teach you about copywriting, about writing compelling copy? Gary Halbert is also a famous brand in the copywriting niche, so he has got an authority in copywriting. So that's why you are more likely to gravitate towards this sales letter, if it's a sales letter, or an email, if it's an email. You see? Yeah, so I've given you I thought I prepared 4, but unfortunately I prepared 3, and I'm sorry about that, but it doesn't matter, because I have written a book that is packed with these 29 irresistible headlines that you can use in your sales letters, emails, articles, or whatever. But the title of my book is called 29 Irresistible Headline Secrets for Copywriters. So you can get it from Amazon.com. It's there, selling for peanuts. You can go and get it there at Amazon.com. Yeah, so in that book you will get 29 irresistible headline templates for copywriters. And in that book, I included 10 bonuses, because us as copywriters, when we are selling a product, we also include bonuses, so that you can speed up your return on investment for having this book. So the first method is how you can build credibility. The other bonus I included is how to write numbers. The way you present numbers in your sales letter can make your sales letter convert better if you know how to present numbers in your sales letters. But if you don't know how to present numbers in your sales letter, that can tear down the conversion of your sales letter. So I included that bonus on how you can present figures. What else? I included 14 words that highlights exclusivity. Us as human beings, we want to own things that others don't own, so that we can stand out, so that we can be recognized, so that we can be celebrated, so that we can be envied. So you can sprinkle those words around your sales letter, so that you can give the person who is reading your sales letter, so that you can give them that feeling of exclusivity. So that's how when you want to understand the mind of a customer, you must understand what moves them, what motivates them to click that buy button, to buy a product. Why do we buy Gucci? We don't buy Gucci because we want to cover our bodies. Otherwise, we will go to China Mall and buy clothes that can cover our bodies. But we buy Gucci because we are buying status. We know that a lot of people, a majority of people don't afford Gucci. So when I'm buying Gucci, I'm not buying Gucci. I'm buying status. I'm buying exclusivity. I'm buying recognition. I'm buying envy. I want other people to envy me. So if you understand what moves the customer, what motivates the customer to buy, go and get my book on Amazon. 29 irresistible headline secrets for copywriters. Include these bonuses I'm talking about that highlights exclusivity. Those words you can sprinkle around your sales letter to motivate your prospect to buy your product. I've included other words that highlights agents, because delay kills the sale. You want your prospect to buy at the same instance you make them an offer. So there are strategies that you can use. I've included those words as a bonus. Then you can sprinkle also those words in your sales letters or emails and whatever to motivate your prospect to buy as soon as you make them an offer. What else did I include? Words that highlight also highlight pain points, because if you can explain the pain or the problem of your prospect more than they can explain it to themselves, you have won their attention. They see you as an authority because you understand them, and then they quickly assume that you are the right person who can solve their problem. Then this is your opportunity to strike that deal. You see, what else bonus did include there? There are 10 of them. Let me check the other ones that I included. Just give me a second. Oh, we talked about agency. It's bonus number 10. Bonus number 9, exclusivity. We talked about that. We talked about also assurance. Words that you can sprinkle around your sales letter to give your prospect assurance that when they buy, to make your prospect feel confident when buying your product. Because one of the reasons people don't buy is because of skepticism. So you can sprinkle these words around sales letter to make your prospect feel on a solid ground, to feel safe, to feel confident when buying your product. To give you a taste, let me steal for you. How many are these words? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15. There are 15 of them. Here's the words that you can use. The first word that you can use is proven, tested. You can use those words. You can sprinkle around, just like what I said. Proven and tested headline templates that can sell your products and services like crazy. Because I've just said proven and tested, you like to gravitate towards it. Why do we like proven and tested things? Because they save us time, they save us energy, they save us money. You see, another one you can use, recommended by. We have seen this in toothpaste commercials, where maybe the person who is in that advertisement is wearing a coat pretending to be a doctor and say this toothpaste, in most cases I often see Sensodyne is recommended by a dentist. So a dentist has got an authority to tell you which toothpaste to use and which toothpaste not to use, just because they've used this word recommended by. Then you'll be like, let me buy this toothpaste because it's recommended by dentist. You see, so those are the words you can sprinkle around your sales letter to make your prospect feel confident, to make your prospect feel on a solid ground when buying your products and services. Another one that you can use, verified, guaranteed, free trial, money back, secure, and so on and so on. Let me not spoil the fun for you. Go and get this book from Amazon. That's the bonus. That is bonus 8. A lot of bonuses Pain points, we've talked about pain points. Yeah, there are a lot of bonuses. There are 10 of them. So go and grab your book now. And I'm thinking like this book is selling like hotcakes. Hotcakes. Remember, there's supply and demand. The higher the demand, there's price and demand. The higher the demand, the higher the price. So what I've noticed here, this book is selling like hotcakes. People are really enjoying this book, you know, and I'm thinking of doubling or tripling or even quadruple the price of this book so that I can make a lot of money. But claim your copy today so that before I even double or even quadruple the price of this book. So claim your copy today before I do that, while it is still trading for peanuts. So get it from Amazon. I think it's less than $11. How much is it? Yeah, $11.47. Yeah, go and grab this book. Copywriters often make sorry about that. Copywriters often make $15,000 per sales letter, but I'm selling you this book for $11.45. That is so negligible compared to that amount of money that you as a copywriter you have a potential of making, you know. But I'm not saying that you will make 15k from reading this sales letter. I'm just making you an example that education is cheap, you know, because it makes you money. It's like me giving you 15,000 and you give me $11.45 for in exchange for this book. So that's how cheap education is, you know. So invest in yourself. It's very important, guys. Invest. So claim your copy today before I double or even quadruple the prices, you know, while the price is still, while I'm giving away this book for peanuts. Yeah, guys, let me go to sleep. I am feeling sleepy. It's been a long day. I've been working and I'm ending my day with this life. See you next time. Take care. My name is Sbo Tango.